Follow me. All right. That's great. All right. Yeah.
That's what I carry.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is holder.
Vehicle coming, folks. Okay, folks, we got to keep going so we can get vehicles out, please.
If you have a sign, stay up against the focus. Right here. You got a sign. That's right. This is the background for the rally right here in this cubby hole. So hold on a couple minutes, but we're setting up here. Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Great. Can you all hear me? Great. All right. That's all we need. All right. Be back in a moment.
Hello. Listen, apparently we need to move back and take more sense to do it in the corner. So, my bad, let's reset up. All right. Keep changing the position, so this is going to make it a little difficult.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. It was
A good dry run. It was. It was an exercise in
Well,
something.
Got some good photos.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a good photo.
Yeah, the lighting was
definitely,
great.
It'll be on the front page.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi, Kaylin.
I think we could get Matt Taibbi to jump on.
It also is totally against calculated water How are you? Just fine, good to see you. Hello, how are you?
Sharon, you're gonna be the second speaker.
That's okay.
We're going to speak over the band, but we're not speaking at all. Now, one more person. Christine. Let's see your sign. a Catholic worker farmer, Mike Miles. Mike Miles has been at it for over 30 years on his farm in Wisconsin. Mike Miles does the right thing with the cows and the pigs he has on his farm. Because Mike knows their shit is more important than their meat. Mike is a singer. He's a Catholic worker. He's a resistor to war. And he's a farmer. Mike Miles.
I want to stand over here and shoot if that's okay. Sorry.
Wow, thanks, Frank. Yeah, I'm a farmer, but I'm more than that. I'm an agroecologist, which means I do farming with living systems, with biology instead of with chemistry. And what that means is when I am managing symbiotic relationships
I'm just going to
between
shoot a
my animals
picture.
that live above the ground and the most important animals on any farm that are 3 feet under your feet, and the plants that interact between them, all the fertility that we need is right there. It's all right there. You don't have to buy any synthetic fertilizer. You don't have to buy any kind of pesticide. You don't have to do anything but manage nature. So we've been doing this for the past 10 years. We have great results. We actually, yesterday I visited our steers in the meat locker in our little town of Luck. That's a town of 1,000. And we've been doing grass-fed, managed intensive grazing for about 4 or 5 years in our pastures. And have improved the quality of the soil and the plants so much that an average steer that you get at a feedlot, which is what these guys do, right? They take animals and put them on trains and then move them to eastern Colorado and Nebraska and Texas, and they feed them stuff they're not supposed to eat. Well, those particular animals, they average like about 600 pounds a piece hanging weight, which means when everything's taken apart and they're in the
bring you the car up to the front like they're getting I'm sorry I didn't make that happen.
The ones that we sent out
This is
came in at 676 pounds, 731 pounds, 839 pounds.
You have a good profile. She likes your profile.
915 pounds.
No, I'm actually shooting what's on the other side.
And managing
They're not messing up.
symbiotic relationships between them and the soil with microorganisms and some chickens that are out there too, adding to the fertility. So that's what I do. This is a song about farming written by a friend of ours. It started in the Reagan years, and whenever we change presidents and we have to rewrite this song, we always warn the president, if you don't do the right thing, we're going to have to change the lyrics for the song to include you. We've already done that, and here we go. Some folks say I'm wasting my life, but I live in peace and I got no strife. Some folks say I'm wasting my education, but look at the fools that's running this nation. And I'd rather be shoveling shit in the White House. I'd rather be milking my old Holstein than lying to the people. Milking them clean. Everybody is our president, and everybody knows it.
Well, that's kind of a. See that poor gal fall?
But if
She
this
tripped?
shit
Yeah,
starts
that's
another war,
everyone's watching you.
tell him we ain't fighting no more. He may say to me, "You got no class," but I'll tell him, "Well, you can kiss my cow." 'Cause I'd rather be shoveling shit on the farm than shoveling shit in the White House. Rather be milking my old Holstein than lying to the people. Milking them clean. Well, the God says that we ought to be proud, 'cause we're big and tough and we talk real loud. And if Pyongyang don't believe a word you say, we'll have to find a place to let the generals play. Salvador, the blood runs thick, let's go down there with the great big stick. I guess we didn't learn much from the North, they can still treat the world.
Except the second one of the month. Maybe we should drive back to the Marriott.
Rather be civil and sit on the farm. Let's not let shit in the White House.
I couldn't figure out where to park. You parked out now. You know, it's, I mean, I don't know where you park. Yeah. Well,
The
they
East
took,
Village
take down that parking ramp.
The East Village took up a lot of, there's construction in the East Village which took up a lot of spaces. So until that's done, you're gonna have even less parking there.
Yeah, less parking. Back it up, buddy.
You're going to hear more from Michael. He's got songs galore. Our next speaker, Sharon Donovan. Sharon is with the World Food Prize Occupied Ground. She's one of the 3 people in our working committee. She's an inspiration. And Sharon, you got to eat the mic to be heard. All right, go for it.
Well, I grew up in Iowa and left and was gone for 50 years. When I came back 50 years later, I discovered that our state had turned into a toxic dump. And the World Food Prize attendees, welcome to Iowa, one of the sickest places on the planet, thanks to industrial agriculture farming. Our lands, our rivers, our lakes, our aquifers are full of toxic chemicals. The corporations Monsanto, DuPont, Dow, Syngenta, Bayer,
See all those people coming out of the bus, really dressed up. Yeah.
toxic drinking water and fish kills. We eat and breathe pesticides in Iowa. Monsanto glyphosate, 2,4-D, atrazine. Monsanto glyphosate is now in our
Got back from Italy. As long as you don't get pasta, I'll go
It is
anywhere.
80% it's in 80%
So sick of
of
pasta and pizza. If you ever go to Italy, I did. Jeez. Where are you at?
Yeah, I survived on margarita pizza in Venice. They're really good.
At a certain point,
The breeding corporate biotech industry, the Farm Bureau, their mantra is profit. Beware the World Food Prize teachings, their workshops and experts who sell their souls. Beware the World Food Prize promotion of GMOs. These seeds are deadly. We will continue to fight for the health of the people. We will continue to define ourselves by the best that is in us, not the worst that's been done to us, to our land and to our health and to our planet. We fight for sustainable and organic agriculture, and we will persist. And we will always take another step.
Jim, I'm Rick Peterson.
If that is, if there is of no avail, we will take another and get another step until we prevail, and our land once again is alive and our people healthier. Thank you.
Okay. So you're working for Debbie? A couple weeks ago, come back from Israel? Or?
Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah, we had a couple
You know, we
people
just
go
want
on
to put a
that.
little more
Did you go on
context
before?
with this whole thing. Remind us that what's really going on here. Yeah, well, actually, we want a free speech thing, and we're a little closer. But do you think our message is getting through? I don't know. That
So how
doesn't
you
look
liking
all
the
that
Iowa
good. I mean, they got the
Department?
band.
The rotunda can
They got
probably
the
can hold
state
several
house.
hundred if it's arranged
They got
right.
their name on the people's house. What's going on here, baby? These are people with money, those 1%ers. They are scripting this whole scene, and they own our government. That's why we're out here, and they can't hear us. But we're here again to speak the truth. And right now, Carolyn Hall, Carolyn, where you at? Women's International League, Peace and Freedom. consistent witness of women in this country. There's a little
Are you up this year or are you? No, I got a couple of years.
With the Catholic worker for 40 years. These good women were here a long time before that. When I asked Maggie Rollins, hey Maggie, you want to talk? She said, give one of the younger ones.
Light trail or whatever.
Carolyn Newell is a retired school teacher and a loud voice for justice. God bless you, Carolyn. Thank you for coming.
Good evening, everyone. I represent Women's International League for Peace and Freedom.
I think everybody drinks the same water.
We are here
It's the same garbage they come.
in two ways. Number one, it's become corporate. It's being owned by corporate America.
Kevin is
It
here
has
too.
promotes
Kevin is
industrial ag, which means giant farms.
So Kevin's
It means
not
pesticides. It means huge amounts of fertilizer. It means tractors. So then what happens? Industrial agriculture goes over to Africa. It goes over to India. It goes around the world in the poorest countries and creates these industrial large farms and takes the small farmer away from his. We need the small farmer. We need the ecological methods of the small farmer. Sustainability is important. Second,
He's on his third door knock. He's been to my air house twice. He won't have any problem.
And industrial ag destroys all of that. So it's hanging in. Let's stand for sustainability. Let's stand for the small farmer. And let's stand for agroecology.
Yo, we got another song from Farmer Michael Miles, Catholic worker from Locke, Wisconsin.
In Central Iowa. Don't say that. And they're waving at us.
So like I said, I'm a farmer, and it's harvest time for us right now. I've been digging potatoes for like a while, and we just sent our beef in, and been canning a lot of tomatoes. So I haven't been playing guitar a lot. This particular song is my campaign song when I ran for Congress twice, in 2004 and 2008 with the Green Party. And even though I capped my spending at $5,000 because the finances are too complicated after that, because like they shouldn't be the way that campaign financing shouldn't be the way they are, so we capped it. And even doing that, I was in the top 5% of people running for Congress for those two runs nationally for the House of Representatives. And I limited myself to $5,000. This was my campaign song.
There you go. Say something, gentlemen. Make sure you know the bus is going.
But I don't. I ought to know about the sacrifices made. I ought to know rations stands for their rates. I ought to know more than George C. Scott and John Wayne gets shot like this. I ought to know. I ought to know what the drinking gourd means. I ought to know more than I have a dream. I ought to know about the band of the bus. future looks so bright, illumined by the light, laugh tracks, sound bites, and a replay to get it right. I ought to know.
Note to self, don't do it this way next year.
Who the preacher takes the bed. This I ought to know, but I don't. I ought to know what's buried in the landfill. I ought to know about the clean cutting bills. I ought to know about pipelines and schemes, what extinction really means. This I ought to know. I ought to know the pride and prejudice of those. I ought to know about Hamas and Hezbollah, Mossadegh and the Shah. This I ought to know, but I don't. I don't know nothing about nothing, but I'm proud to stand up right. I don't know nothing about nothing, but my future is right. Well, then I'll sound bites, replay to get it right. Yes. More than I know. I ought to know. More than I know. We ought to know. More than we know. We gotta know. People don't recognize him. He's kind of mild-mannered. But the truth is he has a lot to offer. He has a lot to say. Listen up if you can hear Tom Matthews talk about the issues at hand. If you can hear. Thank you. Everybody hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me. Okay. Development. The world tries to this farm to promote farming that provides food.
You go ahead.
I will repeat that. Between what is and what ought to be will drive a good person to despair and despondency. Nowhere is that distance getting where we ought to be greater than reinserting the word. I learned a new concept recently. Despair without defeat. With a number of conflicts. You all know about the list. Finally, for the despair band going. The despair part is really easy. As to the World Food Prize, I have already listed their areas. 3 areas for me to replace despair with undefeated hope if we can get them. First, saving Iowa's farmland. When I was in the 7th grade, our geography teacher told us the richest square mile on Earth is just north of Des Moines. That was in the 1961-62 school year. Our teacher was not talking about gold or diamonds or oil. He was talking about rich farmland. Unfortunately, that richest square mile on Earth may today be under a strip mall, a parking lot,
that they do what
or a
they
housing
do
subdivision.
has nothing to do with
And it's
green
not
or
just
anything
north.
to do
Oh,
with
that's what it
helping the
is.
plant.
All
It is destroying the microorganisms in the
Central
soil,
Iowa.
and they've been the
The land is
microorganisms in the
incredibly
soil have
rich.
been
In
tested
normal years, Iowa
numerous
land is
times.
not
They are a
required.
fraction of what they were just 10 or 15 years ago. The microorganisms in
Media-
the
the
soil
media celebrates
are
this
what
destruction.
determine the health of the soil.
Every time a data center is built in
And when you
Iowa,
build
I'm a scientist. I
you
know a lot
may
of
be a
things.
the media
scientist,
is
but it
even
depends
hoping
on
that
what you're
Amazon
studying
will build their
and who has
second
control of
headquarters
what
in
you're
Iowa,
studying.
destroying more
Thank you.
farmland. Now, does the World Food Prize say anything? Does the World Food Prize say anything about this destruction of Iowa land? No, they don't. They're silent. So what do we do? Award the World Food Prize to a person or group working to save Iowa farmland. Put farmers back on the land. Around 1950, Iowa farms were typically 80 to 160 acres. It was hard work, but a family could provide for themselves and still have enough to sell to city people. Since that time, the number of farmers has decreased, but farm size has increased to the point where 1,000 acres or more is normal, with farmers both owning and renting land and using environmentally destructive machinery and chemicals to stay in business. At the same time, there are thousands of young people who could be running small farms, but are working here in Des Moines in office cubicles, doing their work in giant finance and insurance corporations. Beyond the trees there are the office buildings where thousands of these young people are working. They could be doing more productive stuff. They're pushing paper in cubicles. Give the World Food Prize to someone who is working to reestablish small, environmentally sound farms in Iowa and restore farming as a healthy way of life. A way of life. That's the key 3 words. Way of life. Now, then, what the 2017 World Food Prize means. The 2017 World Food Prize winner illustrates how far the World Food Prize has to go. The banker who won this year wants to make African farming like Iowa farming, with fewer farmers, larger farms, more chemicals, and more GMOs. He says farming is not a way of life, it is a business. That's the current winner of the World Food Prize. Farming is not a way of life to that banker. Grow food for people. About a year ago, I special ordered a 25-pound bag of organic red kidney beans from Campbell's Foods. When I got the order, I was surprised to see that the beans were a product of China. Nothing wrong with China, but this is ridiculous. Organic beans can be grown very well in Iowa. In fact, my backyard garden here in Des Moines, a mere 0.14 of an acre, produces bountiful yields of tomatoes, green beans, bell peppers, carrots, and collard greens without chemicals or synthetic fertilizer. These and dozens of other human food crops can be produced in Iowa on land that is now used to grow animal food. Give the World Food Prize to someone who is working to promote the use of Iowa land to feed people, not animals. Another concept I learned recently is that some institutions exist to obstruct change. Is the World Food Prize that type of organization?
You don't need a password. You just
The call for action I have just
grab
outlined
onto
would
it,
not
hit
please
the accept,
agribusiness
and
other
then you're in.
corporate interests. So, is the World Food Prize here to serve these corporations? Only time will tell. Thank you for your attention, those of you who listen. Thank you, Thomas. I wish we all could have heard that. But as it is, we have to be heard over this band. Hey, how about a metaphor?
people who run that house. That the state of Iowa put out $1 million so they can have this house. That's why they can't hear us, because the 1%ers are backing this thing. But hey, it's important to show up. It's important to be seen, even if you can't be heard. Yeah. So, our speaker right now is, well, Christine is going to pass it off to someone else. One of our friends from Dubuque who came on down are going to talk to us. Go ahead. Go ahead, Olivia. Tell them who you are and why you're here.
We'd like to introduce Olivia from the University of Dubuque, a brave young woman who has come here because she is very concerned about our planet and the people and the animals and plants who live here. Let's welcome her.
All right, so this is completely ad-lib, so don't judge me. But this is a much bigger issue than that they obviously really think it is. It's not only affecting the planet itself, the atmosphere, climate change, animals, water, everything pretty much.
Closer
it's
to
affecting,
the mic.
Oh, okay. It's affecting families. It's affecting farm families. It's affecting families in general. They're losing their jobs. They're not producing crops that they used to. It's absolutely awful. It's a complete corporate. It's all greed. The families are literally suffering. The animals are suffering. People are not eating what they should be. They don't know what's in their food. It's all chemicals. It's all corporate greed. That's all it is. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the animals, they need our help because they don't have to speak up. They don't know how to speak up. They can't speak up. The people in different countries, they can't speak up. So this is our job to speak up, especially the younger generation. This is when we need to step in, especially because it's going to affect our grandkids, our kids. It's going, and what are we going to do? We can't do anything. It's affecting our bodies. It's affecting our lifestyles. It's affecting our crops. It's affecting everybody. And once they realize that it's affecting their kids and their grandkids, that's when they're going to start to care. But they don't, because all they see is the money sign. So once they start realizing that it's affecting everybody and it's affecting themselves, that's the only time that they're going to do something, is because that's all they care about, is money and themselves. So that's what we need to push. We need the younger generation to back this up, as well as everyone else. Okay, thank you.
Remind you that we are celebrating a free speech victory. That's right. Like what I'm trying to tell you is, we are getting a better deal today than we did last year. Because last year we were all the way down here, 100 yards away. No one could see us. That's true. In fact, I had an opportunity to talk to Kenneth Quinn just a couple days ago. We were vigilant, and he came out to talk to us. And I told him, you know, Kenneth, we've been coming out here for the last 5 years. And he said, you know, I never knew that. I said, well, you may not know it, but we've been out there and we won. We won a free speech site. So, what you need to know is, we're here, and this is who we'll be, where we'll be next year. And the only reason this band is being heard over us is because there's not enough of us to be heard over them. So we know the mark next year. But we're really happy to be here. Something else is going on too in this country. Yeah, the difference between last year and this year. Yeah, we're living in the time of Donald Trump. Yo, that's not good. That's terrible. No. This president is really an ugly American. Yo, yeah, he is. No doubt about it. And you know, it isn't like he came out of nowhere. It was set up for him. Oh yeah, because you gotta ask yourself, how did this white guy, a billionaire, and that's all he's got going for him, how did he get elected to this country? I'll tell you how. It was a setup, and I'll tell you what it was. It was already here in this state. The Des Moines Register made it very clear. They took a poll of Iowans, and they asked them, what institution do you have the most faith in? And Iowans, every one of them, the majority of Iowans, believe in the U.S. military. U.S. military. Oh yeah. And those same Iowans, you know who they believed in and took more faith in second place? That was their white churches. Their white churches. Now do you understand what I'm talking about here? The military is in higher regard than the majority of people in their white churches in this state of Iowa. And the register goes on to say, the third group in this parley are the police. The police. In Iowa, Iowans have more faith in this order. The U.S. military, their white churches, and the police. Friends, that's the setting and culture for fascism. That's what fascism looks like, culturally. Yeah, and we gotta ask, what's going on? And again, the Des Moines Register, it's there. And they will tell you. They will tell you. Since 9/11. Since 9/11. Iowa has sent 16,000 Iowans out of the state. That's right. 16,000 Iowans out of the state. 16,000 Iowans out of the state to go fight in the wars in the Middle East. That's 16,000 families. 16,000 brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers. That is what the state of Iowa has put up for all these post-9/11 wars. Yeah. And another number, a very important number.